Okay, before I start, one thing really quick. The webcam that I use to make my videos is not working properly. I have to use my spare microphone so I can still do that. So I'm not going to be in this video, and my last video is going to be late this month. I do apologize. So when I was planning out Family Guy Month, I had a different idea for my second video plan, but then I said this. You know what? I'm actually going to start calculating the amount of jail time all your bullshit adds up to. And you know what? That's a way more interesting idea. Now, before I do this, there's a couple of caveats I need to address. First, I'm not going through every single crime Brian has done. There's a lot of small things throughout the series that don't really amount to anything. Second, chances are I'm going to miss some big stuff since I can't go through the entire series in such a short time. So next year, if need be, I'll do a follow-up video. Lastly, I'm going to overlook crimes that he has already served time or been punished for. Alright, let's get started. Okay, let's just get this one out of the way. The less I have to think about this episode, the better. Brian is in possession of mushrooms. Now, in the state of Rhode Island, this isn't too big a deal, but it does carry up to 2 years in jail and $1,000 to $2,000 in fines. Not too bad, but hey, I'm just getting started. These next couple come from the movie, I use that term very loosely, Stewie the Untold Story. Particularly the first part, Stewie Be Goody. And this one, I can peg Brian for 3 crimes, actually. Drinking with Stewie constitutes child endangerment and buying alcohol for minors. And letting Stewie drive home drunk is another count of child endangerment. This totals up to 6 years in prison and $2,500 in fines. Now things are getting interesting. Yeah, let's just tack on another 3 years and $1,000 for leaving Stewie in the middle of the woods. Man, Stewie just keeps getting caught up in this shit. Now, this one was a little interesting. Rhode Island law states that DUI can result in community service and some fines. But Brian has already gone through that, so this would be his second DUI, and this constitutes a year of jail, $1,000 in fines, and loss of his license for 1 to 2 years. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Drug possession, child endangerment, DUI, these are all state problems. So let's go to the federal crimes. In one episode, Brian helps someone break out of jail and hides them for an extended period of time. This comes with some serious punishments. Aiding a criminal in a jailbreak, that's 7 years and up to $100,000 in fines. Hiding a fugitive from authorities is another 5 years and $10,000 in fines. You might be thinking right now, wow, has he ever done anything dumber than that? And the answer is yes. Yes, he has. Now, before I go into this one, I want to say something because I feel the internet will crucify me if I don't. Drug abuse is not funny. It can be a serious problem, and those who know someone or who struggle with it themselves, please seek help for both you and your loved ones. Here's a number you can call if you genuinely know somebody who needs help. Okay, now that that's out of the way, wow. Fucking wow. Brian, you fucked up this one. Massive amounts of cocaine and tampering with police evidence. So let's see what this adds up to. Well, tampering with police evidence, that's 20 years plus $100,000 in fines. And because of the mandatory minimums and the sheer amount of cocaine he had in his possession at one point, that's 20 to life and up to $1 million in fines. Fucking wow. So let's total all this up. Between DUIs, child endangerment, aiding in a jailbreak, helping a fugitive, lots of drug possession, and tampering with police evidence, thinking worst case scenario, Brian Griffin should serve life sentence plus an additional 40 years in prison, pay $1,215,500 in fines, and lose his driver's license for about 25 months. That's if he doesn't die in prison. Wow, that was way more interesting than what I had planned.